I was in line at the pharmacy, just picking up my calcium, one of those small, quiet errands that make up most of life after 60. And there it was, that round, convex security mirror above the checkout. You've seen it. A little foggy, a little warped, but just clear enough to catch your whole face. I looked up, paused, and thought, why does my hair look like it gave up before I did? It wasn't terrible, just long, flat at the crown, dragging my already long face down even more, and somehow making everything, jawline, eyes, even my mood, feel heavier. That night, I typed into Google, best haircut for long face over 60, and there it was, the blunt bob. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Too sharp, too young, too much for someone with jowls, wrinkles, and fine hair that hasn't behaved in years. But here's the truth. The blunt bob isn't about being trendy. It's one of the few haircuts for older women that actually lift the face, without trying to make you look 20 again. In today's video, we'll talk about how the blunt bob over 60 can soften a long face, sharpen a sagging jawline, and bring clarity back to the mirror. And if that's the kind of honesty you're looking for, subscribe to Glow After 60. This isn't about anti-aging, it's about pro-realness. Part 1. Why most women think they can't pull it off. You know what I hear all the time? Oh no, I could never pull off a blunt bob. My face is too long. My neck's too soft. I'd look like I'm trying too hard. And I get it, because for years, I believed the same thing. Somewhere along the way, we were told that face-lifting haircuts for women 60 plus were either layered to death or so wispy they disappeared. That to look softer, we had to let go of shape. That structure was somehow harsh, unforgiving. But here's what I learned. Structure is not the enemy. It's the frame. A blunt bob, when done right, doesn't harden your features. It sharpens your presence. It gives your jawline a gentle border, even if the jawline itself isn't what it used to be. It lifts the eye upward, rather than letting everything slide south. And no, it's not a magic eraser, but the right cut can do what makeup and lighting sometimes can't. Make you look more awake, more defined, more you. One woman told me I thought I'd look severe, but I looked awake, like I'd returned to myself. That's the power of a good cut, not to turn back time, but to help you meet the mirror without flinching. That's why the blunt bob over 60 isn't just stylish. It's one of those rare haircuts that make you look younger after 60 by simply helping you look present. Part 2. How the blunt bob works on aging faces. Let's talk about what actually changes after 60. Not just the lines, but the balance. We lose volume up top, at the temples, the cheeks, the brow. And little by little, it slides downward. Our faces grow longer, softer, and sometimes a bit blurred. And that's where the trouble begins, because most haircuts ignore that shift. They chase youth. Layers everywhere. Feathers, curls, as if movement could distract from time. But the blunt bob doesn't distract. It defines. It creates a clean, visible line, just below the chin or along the jaw, that gives your face back its anchor. And for anyone dealing with a soft jawline, or what I call the polite beginnings of a jowl, this is one of the few haircuts for sagging jawline that actually helps. It says, here's where the face ends, not down there, thank you very much. Now, if you have fine hair, like many of us do, you might worry it won't hold the shape. But that's exactly where the blunt edge shines. Unlike layered cuts that thin everything out, a blunt bob for fine hair keeps the weight. It makes your hair look thicker, not heavier. And it's easy to maintain. No volume mousse, no hot rollers. Just clean edges, a good trim every few months, and you're done. It's not about hiding age. It's about respecting structure, which is why this remains one of the best face-lifting haircuts for women 60 plus. Part 3. Real stories, real faces. Carol didn't say much when the cape came off. She just stared at herself in the mirror, then said, barely above a whisper, "There you are." Carol is 67. Used to wear her hair long, soft, layered, the kind of cut that needs fluffing, brushing, taming. She told me it made her feel safe, but also tired. After she got the blunt bob, something shifted. She didn't feel bolder. She felt clearer. And then there was Denise, 71. She got the cut after her husband passed. Not to reinvent herself, just to feel put together again. She said, "People started looking at my face again. Not just my hair. Not past me." I've heard versions of this over and over from women who never thought they'd go short. Women who thought haircuts for older women had to mean soft, wispy, subtle. But the blunt bob over 60 does something different. It doesn't scream. It outlines. One woman put it best, "I didn't look younger. I looked like I showed up." And really, at this point in life, that's all many of us are asking for. Part 4. Variations. Choosing the right blunt bob for you. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to a blunt bob over 60. The magic isn't in the style, it's in the fit. So let's talk through what works depending on what you're working with. If your face is long, the best haircut for long face over 60 usually stops at the chin. Not above, that'll stretch your face further. Not too far below, you'll lose the lifting effect. Ask your stylist to let the ends curve slightly inward, just enough to break the vertical line and soften the drop. If your jawline is soft or starting to sag, you're not alone. Most of us have gentle suggestions of jowls. A blunt bob that lands just past the jaw can help. This is one of the simplest haircuts for sagging jawline, because it tells the eye where to stop without shouting. If your hair is fine or thinning, skip the layers, keep the ends blunt. This builds visual density, making the hair look fuller. The blunt bob for fine hair is a classic for a reason. It creates shape without fluff. A little dry texture spray, a few bends with a flat iron, that's all you need. Bonus. Should you get bangs? That depends. If you've got a high forehead or strong lines there, a wispy fringe can soften the upper face and pull focus to the eyes. But if you love a clean look, skip the fringe. Let the cut speak for itself. Bottom line, this isn't about hiding. It's about choosing what to show and how to show up. And the right bob helps you do exactly that. I didn't get the cut because I wanted to look younger. I got it because I was tired of negotiating with my hair. Tired of trying to make it do what it used to. Tired of watching it frame my face in ways that didn't feel honest anymore. The blunt bob over 60 didn't fix everything. It didn't erase the years. It didn't hide the lines. But it gave me shape, definition, a sense of being present, on purpose. It's funny, people say things like, "Oh, that cut makes you look younger." But the best haircuts that make you look younger after 60 don't try to rewind time. They just clear the fog. They help you see yourself again, without distractions. And that's what this facelifting haircut for women 60 plus did for me. Not a reinvention, just a reconnection. So if you've ever caught your reflection and thought, maybe I'm ready for a change, you probably are. And if this video helped in any small way, I'd love to hear your story. What cut you're thinking about, or what you've tried and loved. Leave a comment. And if you haven't already, Join us here at Glow After 60. We don't chase youth. We chase clarity.